Into our conversation with head coach Ron Overcast. It talked about a lot. Got some new defensive tactics going out there today. Going to have a switch up front with Gunnar Mascaro and Cooper Cannon switching positions. So Coop moving out onto the wing, Gunnar inside. We'll see how long they stick with that. But let's get into the starting lineups here for the Mountain View Buffaloes. Got 00 Coulter Timms. Number 2, Ander Rose. Number 3 is Andrew Harmon. Number 4 is Colby Webb. Number 6 is Preston Phillips. 7, James Schnackenberg. Number 8 is Clayton Sawyer. Number 11 is Brexton Scheibel, Brecken Crippen, Gunnar Mascaro, Cooper Cannon, Elias Mitchell out there, and then Cannon Tiedemann as well in that back four. So those are our starting lineups, and of course our starting lineups and opening kickoff brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News in Worland. Northern Wyoming News weekly print publications on Thursdays, online subscriptions available, classifieds, dedicated sports section, local, regional, national news, and more. The Northern Wyoming News in Worland. We appreciate you tuning into this one. We'll hope the broadcast signal stays strong as the Warriors look to get into the 3A state championship semifinals here as the wind and rain is up a bit. We'll hope the rain subsides just a bit here, can deal with the wind, the rain though. We got our friend Mark Bradshaw from War Paint helping bring live video coverage to the 3A state championship tournament, providing some cover here off to our right-hand side, so appreciative of that there. And the Warriors are going to have the Northern Wyoming News opening kickoff here in this one as we go live to our game feed. Again, no Pinnacle Bank scoreboard up right now, so we'll try to keep you apprised as best we can. Minute number 1 is done as Scheibel chips the ball forward for the Warriors, but it's taken down by the Buffaloes as they'll have the advantage of the wind in half number 1. Great little header there by Cannon Tiedemann, and now Warren and Garcia. Garcia lingered on that for a moment too long, and now Warren and Garcia connect on a pass. Ball sliding through the middle, but intercepted there by J.J. Sawyer, trying to dribble out of trouble, and does get past a couple of Warriors here, and the ball going to skip to the near side. All right through the middle here. Warrior defense got to be ready. Tiedeman's got to get back and send it out across the near touchline as Mountain View trying to put some pressure on early. Long throw in here as they look for the feet of Phillips. Tiedemann stands that way up into the air, and that was going to spin out for a Mountain View corner kick. So first set piece of the day going to belong to Mountain View, so the Warriors going to have to deal with it. And again, this wind, Heiner's going to have to be ready to deal with some kind of pressure. These balls can spin awkwardly. Here it comes in from the near side, and it is going towards goal, and it hit the crossbar and pushed up onto the crossbar, I believe, by Heiner, and an early save for the Warriors. And again, I'll tell you, that wind, it is a challenge out there, blowing straight down at the Warriors' goal in half number 1. As they'll try to get out of trouble here. Gunnar Mascaro turning in the midfield here, trying to work around his defender. Couldn't get past him here, and now the Warriors send it out across the near touchline again. Throw in taken by Walker. Goes for a long one. Mitchell sticks out a foot, and now Garcia, chance to keep it in play, and does. Chips it forward, but Buffalo's keeping possession. Good standing tackle there by Warren to deny the ball forward. Another throw in taken here by Walker. Throws it over the top, looking to get it towards the 18. Crippen there to hold up the attacking opportunity. Ball works outside for Woods. He made Jackson Hadley out there. Ball across the middle there as Tiedemann turns it away. Good defending by Cannon there to protect the 18-yard box. And now a ball chipped over the top. Should run out of turf there for a Warrior goal kick. So goal kick coming. Scheibel's going to take it. All won there by Mountain View. Driving towards goal is Hadley. Takes on the shot. Heiner through his hands and fortunately wide of that far post and out of play as he pushed it beyond the far side post. But yet another chance here for Mountain View, and this is kind of going to be the story in this game of this the attack here on the south goal as Mountain View sends it in, heading towards the 6-yard box. Cannon was there to get the first touch to it, and Mountain View will let it go out for a reset opportunity on the corner kick. We're into the 4th minute, 36 minutes, 35 seconds to play as Mountain View has their third corner. Take it low across the box it goes, turning it towards goal. Warriors have yet to clear it, finally scramble it half away, but it goes to the outside of the box now. Sawyer tries to turn it in, still low on the deck. Warriors now, it's a sprint towards it. Scheibel trying to get out there to create some chaos. Crippen trying to get there as well, loses out, and then the Warriors charge down an attempted shot there against the Buffaloes. Good defending on top of the box. Like Bradshaw and Warren were in the area that time around. Crippen steps in front of that throw-in, lifts it into the air, but held up in the air, and now Warren tried to get the attack to continue, but now a loose pass by the Warriors taken away by Mountain View. Driving ahead is Brendan Walker. Walker across the box it goes, still loose there. Heiner comes up to snag that one there, so Cameron alert to the danger and scoops it up for the Warriors and sends it high in the air. And again, that one stands up, the wind gusting up to 30, 35 miles an hour, so it's tough to get it up the field. Mountain View, you can see that one. It even spins awkwardly there. Wind kind of blowing across the field out of the northwest a bit as Heiner sends a line drive near midfield. Now the Warriors a chance to latch onto it, try to get it outside for Cannon. Warriors looking for a 50-50 ball. Nobody there to stop the extended run of J.J. Sawyer. Still has it, then slid it up the field, but offsides was the last Mountain View forward. Warriors taking their time to bring this free kick ahead as Scheibel will put the right foot to it. Strikes it now, and even with the leg of Scheibel, that stands up into the wind, and the Warriors trying to put on some pressure, and Mascaro gets a little block there, but it's going to spill out now for Harmon. And down the near sideline as Mitchell just has to scoot that one out along the near sideline for another Mountain View throw-in, trying to get it in the box, and the Warriors end up on the deck. Have it half cleared, but only comes out here for Walker. Walker left-footed shot blocked by his own player as the Warriors look to scramble it away, and then Harmon puts a shot towards goal, but always wide and high of the target. No changes either way here as we're into the 7th minute. Remains 0-0. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard as Scheibel again sees his goal kick stand up into the air, and now a free kick for the Warriors as Schnackenberg ends up leaning into the back of the Warrior defender as Scheibel sends it towards midfield. A nice job by Gunnar Mascaro to come up and claim that, but then the defender Webb steps through to steal it away. And a long ball up the outside, but a heavy touch, and the Mountain View Buffaloes put that into the side netting there. It was a hammered shot on a quick counterattack out there. Didn't see the number immediately. Like that might have been Brendan Walker out there. As the Warriors lifted up the field, and Mountain View again intercepts here. Nice step in by Cardenas on the outside, Sergio, but then right back at the Warriors on a little double deflection here. Chance to send one into the box. Mountain View turned away again, and now driving on the outside. Warriors have it half taken away, and a questionable sliding challenge out there, but not making a lot of contact. Webb able to get the touch there in front of a sprinting Cooper Cannon. Warriors throw this one in, looking to get the ball going, and now it's slid to the outside by Mascaro looking for Cannon. Cannon trying to use the strength and finally pushed out there on the foot of Sawyer. There's First time the Warriors have spent some time here in the attacking half as Bradshaw gets the touch on the throw-in. Driving past 1-2 towards the box it goes, and a reaching leg by Andrew Harmon. So a throw-in now. Cardenas throws it in for Bradshaw. Heavy throw in there and a heavy touch, but a bad pass here from Mountain View, and Warren can't pick out a target. The Warriors trying to get back with Crippen. Nice control there by Brecken. Slides it to the side now for Bradshaw. Lifts the head. Good close control. Chips it over the top for Cooper Cannon to run after. Warriors a chance at a centering shot. Cannon just flashes it wide of the near post there, and no deflection there, so it'll be a goal kick for the for the Mountain View Buffaloes, but an early good look there. Warriors' first chance nearly slotted into the back of the net. As Mountain View gets this one to the side, nice header one there by Elias Mitchell. That was important, as flying up this near sideline was Schnackenberg. Throw in from Walker, looking to get it up the field for Schnackenberg. Bounces off of him, should be a Warrior throw in, and is. Mitchell throws it, looking for Warren. Chip to the outside and out of play, so a throw in now for Mountain View. Substitution coming in here for the Buffaloes. Almost 10 minutes into this one, we're in the 10th minute. Still 0-0 remains. Both teams have had some good looks, but it remains scoreless here in the opening half. Rain tapering off, wind picking up in intensity as Walker throws it up the near sideline. Good touchdown that time by Webb, but it's taken away by the defense of the Warriors, and now a 50-50 ball out of play it goes. Quick throw in going to be taken by Schnackenberg, looking for the run of Arose up the outside. And then Arose has it picked off his feet there by Scheibel, and Scheibel turns it low up the field, almost picked up by Warren, and now it is. Good second effort there by Donovan Warren. Can't get it up for Mascaro, though, but Gunner tracks back to get that one. It's going to roll all the way back for Cardenas, and then flying forward was Hadley to intercept that would-be pass of the Warriors. And now a goal kick's going to come in. So Buffalo's trying to get an attack up the outside. Nice defending top of the box by Scheibel. And then Bradshaw trying to dribble out of trouble. And then there's Crippen to win it on the second touch. Buffalo's working backwards. Nobody home to the far sideline. Zach Davis, the first one to check in for the Warriors at the last stoppage. All over the top, trying to find its way to Cooper Cannon. Deflected out now by Sawyer for the Buffaloes. Cardenas throws in, looking for Bradshaw. He's drugged down, and now they're going to call a free kick on Kobe Bradshaw. Official saying he cleared out some space with the arm bar there, and now Mountain View sends a long ball forward. That's going to skip off the wet turf, so there's some advantage and some disadvantage to the wind and the slick surface here for these two teams. Cade Garcia out. Lucas Ramirez checks into the game. Goal kick taken by Heiner and then chipped back forward. Heiner should be able to come back out and grab that one. Now can send the drop kick out of goal here near midfield. And sending it high into the air, standing up in the breeze. Ramirez just touches it to the inside here. Going to try to put some pressure on Walker. Nice job there. Made some space for Davis. That looked like a foul there, impeding his play forward, and the assistant referee did flag for it. As I say, it wasn't a lot of contact, but he definitely impeded Davis's way forward. So the Warriors then get a advantageous look here on a free kick. See Scheibel in the ball just here on the left-hand side of your screen. He'll put the right foot to it. Pops it up into the air towards the top of the 18. Warriors looking to win the second ball. Mascaro does come down with it, but then has it chipped away, but wins it back. Slides it in the midfield, was looking for Crippen, and the Warriors do just enough to turn it back away, but Scheibel going to have to do some defending at midfield, and a heavy touch to the outside there by Aros, but kept it in play. No, the Buffaloes could not on that far sideline, so be a throw-in now for the Warriors. Cardenas on the outside to throw it in, trying to find Bradshaw. Ball lifted into the air and now sent forward off ahead. Warriors got to be ready on that near sideline. Player offsides there. Rose had drifted beyond the last defender, so Warriors see the counterattack come to a close with the offside call against Mountain View. 14th minute, 26 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Half number one remains scoreless here as Scheibel's on to it again for a free kick for the Warriors. Sends it into the air looking for Bradshaw, but again with those balls standing up so bad, it's easy for Mountain View to kind of get underneath and get inside of the Warriors waiting for it. Cardenas tries to throw it in for the Warriors. It's taken away by Mountain View. A Rose little back heel spin. Scheibel got the first touch. That's a handball there in the middle of the field. Bounced up awkwardly off of Schnackenberg there. So the Warriors going to have another free kick here in the attacking half. We'll see if Scheibel can launch that towards the top of the box. So Scheibel sends it low, into the box it goes. Ball bounces now. Cannon was there, but it's intercepted in the end by Hadley, and now Mountain View tries to hit the relief valve. Scheibel able to deflect that away, and then on the outside, Mendenhall is into the game as well in the last stoppage, but Mountain View wins the ball there. Cardenas just slows things up. Crippen tried to clear, but flying in from behind was Webb. And then out of play it goes off of Mountain View lasso, a Warrior throw-in. So after some early pressure, the Warriors have kind of found their footing in this quarterfinal as Bradshaw will send it over the top, trying to beat Walker. Just stood up there, though, and going to stay down. Nice defending by Mitchell to hold up Schnackenberg. Drop it off for Harmon. Trying to go outside. Mendenhall sees that, skip past him, then a bad deflection for the Warriors, and Scheibel just able to get over the front edge of Webb, but Buffaloes still have it, and now nice job, good defending on the outside, and Bradshaw going to try to drag it to the inside, but has it taken off him there, and now down to the feet of Brendan Walker. Now a centering ball here as Heiner tries to get in on it. Ball's still loose and diving to the deck there finally. And they're going to call a foul here on a they're going to call a foul there. I think they were saying maybe they had blocked off Heiner's way forward there. So a free kick coming. Either way, Cameron came up with the ball, so now it'll be Scheibel to send it forward, and again stands up into this northerly breeze as Cannon got a piece of it. Now Mitchell can just slide it up this near sideline, should hold things up. Walker trying to get it forward, but the Warriors intercept. Crippen chance to pick out a pass, but left it short of the intended target, and now Mountain View a good touch to the outside, and then Schnackenberg just lifts it high into the air. Good read there by Scheibel. And the Warriors trying to scramble it away. Mendenhall on the outside. Walker sends one in. Heiner has that bounce off him. Skipped hard off of that turf, but got his body out in front of it. So good save there by Heiner. Again, that's what you talk about, those slick surfaces. That one skipped off it as Mitchell wins the second ball, but Mountain View down with a nice little touch to the inside. Crippen a chance to get the ball again. The freshman hasn't quite found what he's looking for so far, and the ball's spinning in the wind into the 18-yard box of the Warriors, and Heiner has it safely again. Heiner trying to lift it towards midfield, was trying to pick out Davis, and now the Warriors got to get back defensively, and now the official trying to stop the play as a ball from that far field came on, but a shot over the top, out of play for a Warrior goal kick. 22:15 to go, 18th minute. Scheduled 40 of the opening half. Change coming in for Mountain View. Schnackenberg comes out of the game. Checking in for him is Preston Phillips. Also, Brennan Clark into the game for Mountain View. Wind freshens before the goal kick here as Scheibel kind of put a little less air underneath that one, and now the Warriors try to get onto it and do. There's a good play by Bradshaw. Now it's a foot race to the outside. Cooper Cannon driving towards the box. Ball's still loose there. Defenders getting caught up with each other, and finally Mountain View able to clear that one away, and good control at midfield. Harmon got it clear, and now it's a counter-attacking opportunity as Arose will try to get onto it on the far side for Mountain View, and does. Steps inside of Scheibel, working towards the top of the 18, and now away from goal. And the Warriors able to get back in numbers now as Arose goes out to track this one down outside of the 18, gets past Cardenas, and now a sliding challenge there. Two players end up on the deck, and say Cardenas got a touch of that one, so another corner kick coming here for Mountain View. Both Sergio and Rose ended up on the ground. Here comes the corner kick, taken low, bouncing towards that near post, and Crippen trying to get it out of there, lifts it into the air, but it's going to spin back towards the top of the Warrior 18-yard box. Now a push in the back there on Ramirez. Nothing whistled, though, and a ball flashed wide of the far post, and out of play it goes. Nearly 20 minutes gone by here on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard in half number one. Remains 0-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Ball bouncing at midfield from Heiner, brought down by the Buffaloes, and now a long ball running here to the near sideline on his horse out there is Phillips, and does track it down to keep it in play. Now gives it up for Walker. Walker blocked away by Ramirez, and then the Buffaloes keep it in play. Elias Mitchell doing the defending there. Then they can't pick out Walker, but it drops to the feet of Clark. And a good pass here up top. A left-footed shot, and Heiner in behind it. A good save right into the waiting breadbasket there of Heiner. That one had plenty of pepper in behind it on a shot from Clayton Sawyer as Heiner sends it out of the box here towards midfield. Bradshaw trying to use his strength, and now a chance for Davis to pick out a pass. Ramirez and Walker are going to fight for it, and the ball comes here to the near sideline. So Mitchell will have the throw in here for the Warriors. Mitchell trying to get it there for Ramirez, and the Warriors going to win a corner out of that one. Kind of made something out of nothing there, did Ramirez, as he showed some good hustle and worked towards that near sideline and wins a corner kick again, where we have to have our camera. You run into the whole standard over here, so I have the picture of the goal, and Scheibel will bring it in here from the near side, so should see the ball flash across here in minute number 22. Scheibel strikes it with the right foot here, putting it towards the penalty box. Ball bounces loose. Bradshaw puts a foot to it. Ball bouncing around top of the box, and now Ramirez tries to reset. Ball's going to bounce back for the Warriors. Bradshaw onto it. Rips it with the right foot, and it spins away towards the end line and out of play for a corner kick. Bradshaw, good contact in behind that one. Second chance now on the corner kick there as the scramble drill was on for the Mountain View Buffaloes, and the Warriors trying to rap loudly on this opening goal door here as Scheibel stands it up towards the back post. The goalkeeper goes for it, a head onto it, but not the contact Bradshaw was looking for him. Mendenhall was in the area as well, but the Warriors couldn't get onto it. Now they got to get back to try to prevent this counterattack. Long run up the outside by Clayton Sawyer. He continues his run, sprinting up the far sideline. Enters it inside, but there is some good defending. I think that was Tiedemann with the defending. Again, able to get a piece of it. Sergio Cardenas just tries to not surrender the corner kick and does a good job of doing that, so a throw in for Mountain View far sideline. Ball comes in on the throw-in. Ball still loose in the box, and now a shot comes in there from the Mountain View Buffaloes, but not good contact from Phillips. Getting off the top of the foot and spins high over the top into the practice field in behind field number 1 here at the sports complex in Gillette. 23rd minute, Scheibel sends it on a line here near midfield, but the header is won by Mountain View, and now nice job by Sergio Cardenas, first to it. Now a little misplaced header there by Mountain View, but good communication to leave it off for Harmon. Harmon slides it through the outside, and this one going to run out of field, so going to be a goal kick for the Warriors. Good hustle from both squads there, but out for a goal kick for the Warriors. Heiner with the right foot looking for Bradshaw. Kobe wins the header, stands it up right here in the midfield. And a little high boot there from Mountain View. Nothing whistled. Now the ball is loose, and Mitchell, misplaced kick there, but Elias works back for it, trying to find Ramirez, but only finds Walker. Intercepted by Davis. Comes back now for Harmon, and he'll filter it further back now for Brendan Walker. Walker with a big right foot to it, going to stand up at the top of the 18. Header won there by Scheibel. Continues to spill through the middle, and Mitchell finally clears it off. Davis puts the body on the line there to prevent the ball coming forward, then gives it away here on the near side. Sticking with his defensive job, though, here against Mountain View. And then nice job by Sergio on the outside. Gunnar Mascaro back into the game, trying to get onto this one. And that's going to be a foul on the lean-in there on Mascaro as he sent Jackson Hadley to the ground. So it'll be a free kick for Mountain View. And any free kicks here in this attacking half can spell danger. So the Warriors going to have to be ready for it as they stack up along the top of the 18-yard box. Heiner got to be ready. This one going to land towards the top of the 18. Stood up in the air on ahead. Towards the back post it goes. Ramirez bounces off of him, and Walker tried to center it up but came off the side foot and out of play. So the danger moment gone for now for the Warrior defense. Donovan Warren comes into the game. Zach Davis, good cameo there for the sophomore as he comes to the sideline. Scheibel again trying to put what power he can into it. Then Warren checks in, gets the first touch here. Ramirez touches it inside. A Walker ended up on the deck. Warren, good physical battle there against Harmon, and then a good touch from the freshman Crippen, looking to go inside for Bradshaw, but it's going to come here to the near side, out of play for a Warrior throw-in. Like the energy here from the Warriors, the opening 10 minutes. Warriors were under some pressure here in the last 15 or so. They've taken some control as Mendenhall back into the game. And the official still waiting to bring this one to play, and now we're ready for the throw-in. So Mitchell will send it here to the inside, was looking for Warren, and a great flop there that time by Schnackenberg. That was like it was on the deck of your Evinrude there as that one was flopping around. Ball going to bounce inside the box. Heiner underneath it and lifts it away. Heiner, low clearance here, trying to find Bradshaw, and does. Kobe tries to put on the Jets, tried to find it wide there for Mascaro. And Mountain View now tries to launch that quick counter attack. It's an awkward touch here. Arose working towards it, and Scheibel just creates enough contact and deny Arose the chance to get onto that one. Yet another goal kick here in the 27th minute. 13 minutes, 10 seconds to go as Scheibel will pick out Bradshaw again. Kobe turns there. Good turn by Bradshaw into the middle for Cannon, trying to pick the next pass for Warren. Warren continues to run, now runs into trouble at midfield. Now finds Bradshaw. Good 1-2 passing between him and Warren. And a sliding challenge. Not a very good one. Warriors get the advantage. And now it's going to come here to the near sideline, and out of play it's going to go for a Warrior throw-in there, as Mitchell will take the throw-in. Gets it for Mendenhall. Ben on this near sideline, trying to keep possession, and then picks out a pass now for Mitchell. Warriors trying to keep it, but finally cleared off in the end by Mountain View. And then Cannon Tiedemann got his money's worth there against a Rose to deny the play continuing forward there as they were trying to release Clayton Sawyer. Free kick taken here by Andrew Harmon towards the top of the box. There's Scheibel with another header. And then Crippen and Warren trying to get some good communication as a header by Crippen trying to pick out Bradshaw. Now an awkward bouncer for Heiner to deal with. And again, you got to compliment even those stops there for Heiner is under some siege. And again, those skips off this artificial turf, you just never know. Sometimes it's as if they're just hitting the speedway as Crippen has it here in the midfield, trying to find the pass outside there. Bradshaw slides in, makes the challenge, skips past another challenge, and now slides it wide looking for Mendenhall. Ben shows some good hustle here to win it back and then loses out, and the turf monster gets up there on Mendenhall. Hopefully Ben will be all right, pops back up, and a long ball through the middle. Warriors don't read that one particularly well. Chance at the shot on the outside. Nice goalkeeping again by Heiner there as a run from Walker up that far sideline was got a chance to get a shot on goal. Cardenas just misread the first bounce, and that's all it takes with Mountain View keeping the pressure forward. Bradshaw continues to win challenges in the middle of the field, trying to slide it through there for Cannon. Now can pick up another pass, though, find Warren in the middle. Donovan, chance to hang on to it, and does. Outside for Mendenhall. Ben drops it further back for Mitchell, and a little too wide for Elias, but he keeps possession. Has a chance to find Crippen in the midfield. Good control from the freshman. Tried to slide it up for Cannon, but a little bit short of him, and now Mitchell's got to be on the horse and reads it well. Finds that ball out for Warren, but just spent a half second too long on it there. Andrew Harmon took it away. Now Walker slides it through the 5-hole. Crippen lets that run by there as the Buffaloes went for the dummy that time around, and Harmon again has it. Nice header won there by Mitchell as the Warriors try to work it backwards momentarily before sending it up the field. Cannon got a touch of that one, but now Walker wants to pick out a pass, comes off the side foot, and I think that's going to skip out of play, and does. Substitution coming in here if allowed from the official, and they will stop it here now just inside 10 minutes to play here in half number one into the 31st minute now, 9:46 to go. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard 0-0 it remains here. Not for the lack of chances both ways here between the Warriors and Buffaloes, but right now both keepers maintaining their clean sheets for this opening half of soccer. Mitchell throwing it in, looking for the check-in. Garcia came off the side foot of the Buffaloes, but turned out to be almost right pass. Now Scheibel gets the ball here forward, tries to find its way for Cannon, but Walker intercepts. Warriors try to create a little chaos here as Crippen leaning here in again. Oh, and a push from behind there by a frustrated Colby Webb. And the Warriors get a free kick there. Good second effort from Crippen. He kind of got on the wrong side of Webb, worked himself back around and wins a free kick as Scheibel sends it high into the air, looking for the head of Warren. Harmon's the first to it, though. Now Tiedemann stands it up, bouncing here to the outside. Now Mitchell's got to get on his horse here, just got to turn it out of play. And actually tried to protect it in play, and the Warriors finally do deal with it there as Tiedemann made the run back to send that away across the near touchline. And now another bump into the back there, another free kick one, as Tiedemann takes the bump in the back there from Arose. Scheibel into the air again, trying to pick out Warren, but that one stood up too tall. Mitchell just lashes a foot at it, but might find its way to Cannon. A awkward touch, but a good one potentially into the midfield. And Tiedemann misses that clearance there, but Mitchell's got the coverage over the top. Drops it back for Heiner. That's good communication between defender and keeper. And then Crippen does a good job of just holding that up, denying any kind of second ball forward. Nice one ahead here for Cannon. Now gives for Bradshaw, trying to get it there. Bradshaw ends up on the deck. Warren steps in front to take it away. Got to pick the right pass here as Garcia can make a run now. Getting on the ball, though. The Warriors back with it. Cannon slides it for Bradshaw. Can go further along for Mascaro, but looking to take the shot on here. Drifting on the ball. Still maintains possession. Bradshaw still hanging on to it. Finds Mascaro on the outside. Gunner. Chance to set up a run towards the end line. And does, and going to win a corner for the Warriors there. Bradshaw managed to hang on to possession for about 8-10 seconds there and found Mascaro, and Gunner wins the corner for the Warriors. It's going to come in from the far side. Corner flag. Scheibel will take it here in the 33rd minute. By the time it comes in, it'll be minute number 34. As the Warriors bring in the corner kick with Scheibel. Finds the head almost of Bradshaw. To the backside it goes. Cannon can turn. He'll step to the inside. Takes a shot wide of the near post, though, as Cannon tried to wrap his foot around it. And out of play it goes. Again, Bradshaw flying through the middle. Would have needed great contact into the breeze of that header, but just slides past the forehead, and then Cannon flashes a shot through, but well wide of the near post as the Buffaloes have the goal kick, and they'll take it. Thought about trying to take it short. Now the ball going to skip back here. Tiedemann, good read there. It's going to spin back against Mitchell, and Mitchell, second standing challenge, he won it. Now stepping inside of him are the Buffaloes. Got to work back defensively, as coming over the top there was Tiedemann. Good defending, as Preston Phillips held up that play momentarily. Now they're going to try to find it for a Rose. Quick back for Phillips. To the inside it goes, and then Heiner decides to get a hand to that. Might have just kind of dragged himself out of position. That one was going well wide into the side netting, so a bonus set piece here for Mountain View in the 35th minute. Phillips will take it, stands it up, going towards the near side netting, and again, it's the advantage and the disadvantage of that wind. If you don't put enough in behind it, it'll just stand up and spin out of play, as it did there for Mountain View on that corner kick. Scoreless here in this quarterfinal as they try to pick out Warren, and now Tiedemann, good read there. Can't let the wind stand that ball up. Then Crippen can't win the second ball. Warren comes back for the combo, and Crippen's able to get up the field, and they'll find it for Cannon. And now a chance for Mascaro to get on his horse and run after this one. Trying to work around the last defender, Hadley, but just enough good position there from Hadley. Then he throws a dangerous ball forward, but Heiner should be able to come out there and slide to claim, and does. That one nearly released Mascaro on the run, but Hadley just enough on the angle to cut him off as Heiner sends it out of the box looking for Bradshaw. Bradshaw, heavy touch the first time, skips past Crippen, and now Mitchell stands it up into the air, and heavy touch now from the Buffaloes. It's going to be a long run now to try to keep this in play, and doing so, though, is Phillips, as it bounced off him. Good defending out there by Tiedemann, and he'll continue the defensive job. Warriors on a deflection, have to get back defensively, and Garcia plays it off his man. That's a goal kick. Great hustle and great defending from Cade Garcia, as he got the first challenge the second time around. Gets the goal kick, one for the Warriors. That's kind of one of those plays you might look back to later, just one of those hustle plays that are made. Goal kick taken here by Scheibel. Took it short. Ball just standing up in the air here for Webb. Outside it goes. Heiner in behind it there on the spin. And you could see his eyes lock onto that ball and see it all the way into the hands there. And that's what you got to do on a day like today. And Heiner's done a good job between the pipes here, especially with this wind working right back towards him. Bradshaw, well, heavy touch, but works back for the defensive effort. Now Mountain View right at midfield, chipping it high into the air. Crippen rose up there to win the header. Then Scheibel the second time. Third touch he didn't know much about, but now the Buffaloes have it again with Hadley, but I think there might be a little too much on this one towards the sideline, and out of play it's going to go in behind for a Warrior goal kick. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in half number 1, 37th minute, 0-0 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Both teams have had their looks at goal, but nobody cashing in one just yet. Heiner trying to pick out a target now, taking his time, and now will strike with the right foot. Working it towards Warren, but Arose wins the header here, and Mitchell comes over the top to do the defensive work, and I think that's going to be a throw-in for the Buffaloes, and it is. Again, this wind has been a challenge all half, but the Warriors trying to finish the defensive effort here as Arose takes control along the end line. Looking for a step over here is Webb. Garcia right on his backside. Nice defending by Warren there, but then a missed clearance there for Garcia, and standing in front was Tiedemann. Ball still loose on top. Bradshaw tries to hammer it away, and offside on the Buffaloes in the end there. It wasn't pretty, but finally enough defending from the Warriors there to see the danger through. Free kick taken, trying to get it up the outside here, and Hadley onto it. Mascaro works back. Nice defending here by Gunnar Mascaro. And Cardenas comes forward to get a touch. Try to go back inside. Will Mountain View. Nice defending by Sergio again. Bradshaw back to deal with it. This one might skip forward for Cooper Cannon, and it will. Has his time to pick out a pass. Going to go wide for Garcia. Now to the inside for Warren. Steps in front of the defense here. Warren picks up the head, trying to work around the defender on the speed. Mountain View clears it only as far as Crippen, but off his head and spinning into the Campbell County wind. Bradshaw sees that ball just work away from him. Scheibel got a touch. Cardenas going to do the defending here. Sorry about the camera work. And now Hadley on that far side. Mascaro tracking him. And Mountain View a heavy touch there, out for a Warrior goal kick with 55 seconds to go here. Some late fireworks here in the opening half. Both teams been up to the challenge so far to keep it 0-0. Heiner, ball out, looking for Cardenas, but now finds the feet of Clayton Sawyer. Sawyer, right-footed centering ball well wide of everything, even wide of the netting on that third field. Even the ball boy having some trouble with the breeze here, as couldn't quite get that one back for Heiner. Had to work around the netting. With 15 seconds to go, if I'm Heiner, I might just be taking my sweet time here to see this opening half come to a close, because the hardest defending nearly done for the Warriors as Scheibel sends us high in the air. Crippen looking for a touch further forward for Bradshaw and along, and that's half number one. And I'll say 0-0 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, and the Warriors working against this stiff Campbell County breeze. Do the defensive job, keep it 0-0 as we head to the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor & Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpet1worland.com.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. So pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com.
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
The Bunkers Golf Simulators at 1701 Bighorn Avenue in Worland invites you to experience the next level of indoor golf right here in the Bighorn Basin. At The Bunkers, we believe that golf is a year-round passion, and our state-of-the-art indoor golf simulator brings that vision to life. Featuring advanced technology from TrackMan, our large two-bay facility allows you to experience the joy of golf no matter the season. Dive deep into your performance as you receive immediate analysis of your swing with club data and shot feedback. Embrace the future of golf with us, where you can refine your skills, engage in friendly competition, or simply enjoy the game in a controlled environment. Join us at The Bunkers today, 1701 Bighorn Avenue, next to Blair's Market here in Worland. Book a bay today at www.thebunkersworland.com.
And welcome inside the Washakie Prevention Coalition halftime show. Took a long break there to give a shout out to our sponsors. And since we didn't get on the air early during our McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show, halftime score, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Worland Warriors 0, and the Mountain View Buffalo 0. Warriors going to have the advantage of the breeze in half number 2. Both squads had plenty of chances to put one in the back of the net, but neither could put it on target as we reign 0-0 halfway through this one. Winner on to the 3A State Championship Tournament semifinals, awaiting the winner of Rollins and Cody. And again, in 3A boys soccer, last couple of seasons has been kind of the story. Can't take anything for granted. 0-0 on the other field between Cody and Rollins at the half, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Should the Warriors win this one, they would play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Same time slot in the semifinals. The consolation game taking place, I believe, at 11 a.m. Should that be the path, but the Warriors right now, they'll be happy to be done dealing with that wind. I'm sure Cameron Heiner will especially be happy to be done with that strong breeze out of the north here at the Energy Capital Sports Complex in Gillette, Wyoming. So that's going to do it for our Washington Prevention Coalition halftime show. No goals, no incidents in the opening half, so we are just waiting for second half soccer, and we're a couple of minutes away from it. But of course, we thank Washington Prevention Coalition for their continued sponsorship of the halftime show here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. It's easier to handle life's twists and turns with the help of an experienced professional. Lisa Beamer has been serving the community as a farmer's agent for years. She is here to help you by discussing a range of insurance choices and available coverage options. Call 307-347-9822 or stop by 900 Bighorn Avenue in Worland to learn more.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warriors special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453. Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541. Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland.
And we're set for half number 2 here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. 40 minutes up on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. The Buffaloes will have the opening touch of the second half here. Again, the Warriors have the advantage of the wind in half number 2. Appears to be same starters both ways here, as the Buffaloes will look to chip it to the outside. Good read here by Garcia. Tried to clear it along, now running out of room. Drops it back for Cardenas, and Sergio sends it up the near side. A rocket ball here from Hadley. Sends it over the Warrior faithful as the ball just gets past him here off the head. Cooper Cannon going to try to get there, and just does in front of Walker, but he deflected it away. Oh, they're actually going to say it came off of Cannon last, and then Garcia took away the throw-in but couldn't keep it in play. Throw in here from Hadley, and now the Mountain View getting an early taste of what it's like to deal with this breeze as Cannon has it, touches to the inside, looking to potentially set up a shot. Now gets it wide for Warren. Working backwards are the Warriors, and now a loose pass almost taken away, but Mitchell sends it forward. Now Mountain View a chance to do the same. Crippen intercepts it midfield, gets it ahead for Cooper Cannon, trying to spin away, and then Bradshaw stretched the leg, but not far enough. Crippen takes it away for the Warriors. Slides it wide, looking for Garcia. Then Hadley tried to clear it. Garcia going to work around him now and protecting it all the way towards the end line. Keeps it in play. Chance to center a pass up. Cannon puts a foot to it, but wide of the target there. Warriors an early chance here in half number 2, and Garcia made a couple of hustle plays in the opening half and nearly lifted the lid on this one here in the 42nd minute. Goal kick coming now for the Buffaloes. Again, this one lifted here towards the near side. Cardenas lets that one bounce, and last touched. Oh, thought that came off the backside of Walker, but they say that headed out by Sergio Cardenas. Ball thrown to the midfield here. Buffalo's trying to bring it down. Scheibel wins the ball there and then tries to play it outside. Still has a couple of moments here to sit on it. Chance to take the shot, rips the right foot into it through the uprights and good, but no goal in it. I say if you're the Warriors, I don't mind that shot there with the breeze. Kind of was given a little bit of space there and kind of didn't know it was going to be available, and then finally it opened up for him and got a shot off, always sailing high, but the Warriors trying to keep the pedal down here to start half number 2. Goal kick taken by Andrew Harmon. The Buffaloes here in the midfield. Warren nearly won it back, and Will got it for Mascaro to the inside for Warren. Warren steps through a challenge here, working towards the end line. Takes it away from his defender again, and he's taken down in the box here, and they're going to give a corner now, so the Warriors win a corner kick. I don't think it was a strong enough challenge to bring out a potential penalty, but it was good effort that time by the Warriors number 2. Scheibel will bring this one in from the far sideline. See how he uses the wind here. Warriors stack up right along the goal line now. Ball's not going to beat the first defender, but going to come right back out for Scheibel. Sends it low across the box, flashes in front, and just wide of the near post there as Scheibel put everything in behind that one and nearly puts the Warriors on the board 1-0, but it remains 0-0 here. Just a little more than 3 minutes into half number 2. Warriors trying to take advantage of the conditions here in the early parts of half number 2. Aros wins the header, but it comes down now for Cardenas. Outside for the Buffaloes. Heavy touch there, going to be taken away by Crippen in the midfield. Chance to pick out a pass. Tries to chip it over the top for Mascaro. Chance for Gunner to chase this one down. He'll just protect it now for a potential corner kick. It should be a corner kick. Yes, it is. So another corner kick coming here for the Warriors. See if Scheibel can get a little better contact, get this past the first defender the second time around. Again, Warriors stack up players across the goal line. The official going to keep eyes on it here with plenty of bumping as Scheibel sends it towards the box again. Can't beat that first defender, and the Buffaloes work it out of trouble now, and striding up that far side is Walker, but now has to take his time, and sprinting back is Tiedemann. Ball checks it, and that's going to be a foul there. That's going to be a free kick, and then a second push there from Webb could have earned him some extracurriculars, but instead it'll be a free kick. This is a dangerous one to give away for the Warriors. Heiner's going to have to be ready as everybody comes back for Worland. This one about 35 yards out. Right foot to it, always too high and over the top, though, from Andrew Harmon. Was always going for goal and was always rising over the top of the crossbar. So Scheibel will have the goal kick here and not having to hammer it into that wind anymore. Lifts it up to the outside, looking for Mitchell. Tapped down by the Buffaloes, but Tiedemann will lift the ball forward. Chance for Cooper Cannon to run after this one, but they say he was beyond the last defender. So an offside call against the Warriors, and another free kick coming for Mountain View here in the 46th minute. 34-35 left in this contest. 0-0 it remains on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Harmon will take the free kicks, will continue to take the free kicks here for the Buffaloes, and lifts it high into the air, standing up now just in front of a Rose. Good toe poke there by, I think that was Mendenhall out there. And now the Warriors at midfield, and the Buffaloes see this ball spill away from him for Garcia. Garcia can set up a run, and he's going to get around Hadley. He'll turn to the inside. Chance to center a ball up for Garcia, and just enough of a touch there from the Buffaloes to surrender a corner kick. So the Warriors stacking up set pieces here, and Garcia's earned a couple of them for the Warriors thus far. Again, I know it's the tough angle on this far goal, but we'll try to describe the action the best we can for you as Scheibel will have the goal kick here. The wind's starting to kind of whip more across the field than down as Scheibel puts it towards goal. Bending inside. Ball still loose there. Warriors looking for a touch. Just scrambled away now by the Buffaloes. Scheibel steps to the inside, finds Garcia, puts a shot towards goal, and in behind it is Coulter. Timms there. Warriors perhaps the best chance of the day. The Buffaloes stack up in front of that goal and deny anything further forward as Cardenas steps forward. Good job by Sergio. Chipped here as Walker reads the bounce, but Cannon going to come out to win this one. Cooper slides it wide now for the run of Garcia and just gets in behind Hadley there and clipped his feet from behind. So a free kick to the Mountain View Buffaloes. It's mostly a coming together of the feet. I don't think Cade put any intention in that one, but got the feet tangled up, and you're always going to surrender the free kick in that situation as Harmon sends it up this near sideline and out of play here near midfield as the ball bounces. Sergio Cardenas now can get the throw in. He can send it well up the field, and we'll see where this one, they say, went out of play. And now they'll throw it in, looking for the head of Garcia, bouncing towards the top of the box. The Buffaloes lash at that one, but caught up in the air and out of play. So the Warriors trying to keep that pressure forward in the 48th minute. Cardenas throws it towards the top of the box. Walker steps in front and now back out. Cardenas puts a right foot to it, spinning in the air towards the box and headed backwards by Harmon. Unfortunately, Timms was watching it the whole time for Mountain View and collected it fairly easily, but that one could have been a very awkward moment as Mountain View now look to set up a run here up this near side. Tiedemann stands in front and deals with that danger and actually picks out Mascaro, but Gunner can't keep it in play across the far touchline. Throw in now for Mountain View. Arose onto it. Heavy touch now should be cleared off and is sent towards midfield and out of play. Ball boys on either side trying to work hard here, but a lot of them flying around the field here as the Buffaloes allowed the throw in now. And bounced past Mascaro, but the official wanted it taken from a certain spot, so said he had come a little too far forward. Walker trying to earn a couple of those yards here, and hopefully he can hear us through this this wind here on this near sideline as the Warriors get the throw, and after the missed touch from the Buffaloes, header won there by Andrew Harmon. Mascaro tries to win it on that far sideline, turns to the inside, now spins it back on a heel, and the Warriors going to win a free kick. And finally, on the other field there, you can see the celebrations on the far side as Cody finally breaks the deadlock on that side of the field. Winner of these two games will face each other in the semifinals. Free kick taken by Scheibel, skipping out in front, but intercepted by the Buffaloes out in front. Ball slid ahead, still loose, and Mountain View finally hammers this one away as Mitchell misses the clearance. And now it's going to bounce down for Scheibel, just heads it along. This one comes down for the freshman Crippen. Brecken turns to the outside, trying to find Mascaro. Ball's loose. Tiedemann towards the box it goes, and Tim sees that one skip, and again, that one there just stayed in behind it. It's those awkward bounces that can happen, and the Buffaloes keeper happy to see that one settle in his favor as Garcia tried to put some pressure on here. Hadley up this near side for Mountain View. Slides to the inside. Scheibel with the missed clearance here. Cardenas got to work backwards and out of play. It goes there for the Warriors. It was good defending in the end. Throw in coming for Brendan Walker. Walker throws it towards the top of the box, a little too wide of the target. Warren got the first touch and now wins the header. 50-50 ball here. Garcia chips it along. Hadley stands it up now. Garcia trying to hold up Clayton Sawyer, and now Garcia just going to send a long ball. There's going to be too much on that one as Timms will settle easily underneath that one. Like the idea from Cade, but got to measure those ones. And now a throw out here by Timms. Awkward one and runs out of play there. I don't know that in this win the throw is really the suggested play as the ball's thrown in looking for Bradshaw. Kobe trying to put some pressure on. Ball's loose near the top of the box. Garcia could win it back, but good second and third effort from Walker as he'll run up this near sideline. Scheibel working back now, and ball thrown towards the top of the box. Warriors got to be ready for it. Little back heel centering pass there. Mountain View nearly had that counterattack measured right. Warren got a bad touch, but now it turns into a good touch, then intercepted at midfield. Good job by Bradshaw to stand in front. Cooper Cannon, he'll look for a pass here, and leaning to the inside, and now free kick going to be given to Mountain View. as Andrew Harmon wins it. That's the classic schoolyard situation. It's never the first offense. It's always the retribution that gets the whistle there. And as the case for the Warriors, and Mitchell couldn't quite get that out of his feet, but it comes back for Heiner just on a minimal pace back there. So the Warrior keeper going to send it away with the right foot high into the air, heading towards midfield, sailing over each and every head here momentarily. Walker's got to look for the clearance and barely got a toe to it, but ended up being good for Harmon. Now tries to go outside for Walker, and then that's going to go wide of the target, out of play for a Warrior throw-in. 53rd minute now as the wind continues. Rain has tapered at least momentarily here, so fan of that on the broadcast side of things. Warriors going to lose out after that throw-in. Ball through the middle. Crippen working back hard there. Brecken a good job to work back and win that ball, but can't beat Harmon on the pass. And then Tiedemann stands the ball up right there, and a handball going to go there, called on, I think that was on a Rose, or could have been Webb as well. So a free kick coming here for Scheibel inside of the defensive half. See if he can lift it towards the top of the box now. Right foot strike here for the senior as it goes towards the top of the 18. Ball's loose there, and the Buffaloes scrambled away here momentarily. Cardenas going to try to pick out Garcia, and does. Now a little standing challenge there from Walker. Cardenas can take his time here. Sergio lifts the head, chance to pick out a pass, chips it towards the midfield now. Ball bouncing awkwardly. Cannon nearly wins that the second time around. Now he'll try to push the pace. Buffalo's in a little bit of trouble here as Garcia seals off against Walker. Then Walker wins the second ball there and able to chip it away, get it forward for Brendan Walker. And now a foul is going to be called, and here is a golden chance for the Warriors from the near sideline, and they're going to let Kobe Bradshaw take this one. We'll see if he can wrap the right foot around it there on those pink boots. Strikes with the right foot, heading towards goal. Timms in behind it, spills it out front, and just saving it there was Timms. It was right at him, spilled the first save, but fortunately the goal line not close enough there to punish him, as the Warriors will try to keep this pressure forward. Bradshaw going to try to get back onto this one, and does. Puts it to the right foot, strikes it. That looked like a handball through the middle there. Nothing whistled. Ball to the outside. Bradshaw sliding challenge. And Garcia on the outside now going to try to win it back for the Warriors, and riding out of play. For the Warriors, a change if allowed, but not allowed here, as the Warriors will have the throw in, so they'll reset. So the officials saw the substitution late. So Warriors and Buffaloes coming onto the field here. So it looks like Davis and Ramirez from the sidelines. Warren and Garcia come out. And I'll tell you, that's a 15-minute stretch there for both Warren and Garcia that saw them put the full gas pedal down for the Warriors and head coach Ron Overcast. 55th minute now as Cardenas can throw this one in. Going to look towards the top of the box here. Bounces past one Buffalo. Stands up. Bradshaw works around the box. Puts the shot towards goal. Timms down low and saves it. Bradshaw couldn't quite wrap his foot around it there, as Timms will now look to throw it out of the box again. That's been two awkward ones, but the Buffaloes win it on the second touch. Scheibel stands up that second ball, and now the third. Towards Walker on that far sideline, trying to pick out Mascaro, but he'll stand up at the midline, and now Webb with it, trying to go to the outside. Nice defending by Mitchell. Turns there, great defending by Elias Mitchell as Cannon comes back to win this. Cooper Cannon slides it wide, and Cannon ends up on the deck. And finally a free kick is called, so plenty of contact coming here from the Buffalo defense. From the Mountain View Buffalo defense, for those wondering, has not changed opponents. It's not the Bison, it's the Mountain View Buffaloes. So now Scheibel will linger on this one. This time it's about 15 yards inside the attacking half here. I think if you're head coach, I think Scheibel, he's going to pull off of it, so he's going to give this one to Bradshaw again. So Kobe put it on target last time. And I think this is go zone with the breeze here for Bradshaw. So he'll pick up the ball, reset it his way as the official marks the spot there. And now Bradshaw stride back and set himself up in the 57th minute. Strikes with the right foot. It's going low through the box, and Timms underneath it makes a great save there again, right at the keeper. And Timms up to the task there for Mountain View. 2 good strikes from Bradshaw. Just couldn't find either side of the goal, kind of up Main Street, as the Buffaloes now look to launch a quick counterattack. And this one is through, and now a quick run ahead for Walker. Good defending here, Tiedemann, and now a shot towards goal, as that was kind of a singular effort there from Walker and didn't get the contact late. As Heiner going to throw it out now for Gunnar Mascaro. That's a handball there, Gunnar. That's one you just got to let run by you. And this one, another dangerous free kick spot, this time for the Buffaloes. Quickly taken now, and Heiner there in front of Walker. So quickly taken by Mountain View. So the Warriors see what they decide to do this time. I think Heiner can hang on to it. No sense in not sending it well up the field, and puts the right foot to it. Towards midfield it goes. The Buffaloes miss the first attempt at it. Walker stands it up. Now it's a foot race here as Cannon tries to get inside of his defender there, J.J. Sawyer. Sawyer turns away, and now Cannon might win it back, but Sawyer continues a good defensive run there and clears it out of trouble. And now the Warriors trying to hold things up on that far sideline, and do. Crippen won the ball, got it for Mascaro, and now Davis. Davis picks out Bradshaw, slides it ahead now for Cannon. Bradshaw tries to get it back, and feet getting tangled up here, and the Warriors going to get the free kick there. I thought maybe after all the contact, official is just going to let it be a 50-50 ball, but the Warriors will take it here. This one a soft free kick, but any way they can get it. Bradshaw, we'll see. Could the third time be the charm here as the Buffaloes measure up the wall? Bradshaw looks at the target, strikes it with a right foot. Timms in behind it again. And again, can't put it to either corner. He's struck it well each and every time, just has not had the contact he was looking, or the direction he was looking for, as that ball goes out off of the Buffaloes last, and Sergio Cardenas can come forward to take the throw in. No changes here as we're nearly midway through this second half. 21-20 left in this second half as we're in the 59th minute. Ramirez can't chest that one down along the near touchline, so a throw-in coming for Mountain View. Bounces here out in front of Arose. He's in a little bit of trouble. Ramirez lets that bounce past him, and the Warriors have a reset chance on the throw-in. Cardenas looking for the option, going to try to go over the top for Ramirez, and cleared off there by Hadley. And now the Warriors will see if Cardenas will launch it towards the box here. And the throw in high. Touchdown by Bradshaw. Kobe works inside. Right-footed shot pinged off of Cannon. He's got the second shot. Mascaro to the inside. Cannon still with it. Turns to the outside. Spins there. Ball bouncing near the top of the 18. Davis onto it now, back for Crippen, slid ahead for Bradshaw, wide outside. Ramirez, chance to pick out a pass, and decides to take the shot and drags it wide of the near post for the Warriors. Another great chance for the Warriors as we are in the 60th minute of a scheduled 80. Warriors knocking on the door, but can't get it past Timms yet. Mountain View with the goal kick clearance, but out of play it goes. Mendenhall leaves it off for Gunnar Mascaro. Ball thrown in, intercepted by Harmon. Warriors win the second ball. Bradshaw with it. He'll step past one, turn to the inside, takes on a shot. It's deflected away. This should be a Warrior corner kick, and is. So Warriors, another set piece opportunity here. With less than 20 to go in the contest, trip to the state semifinals on the line here for the Warriors and Buffalo. Scheibel going to send this in for the near side corner flag. Right hand raised, right foot to it, stands it up in the air towards the box. It goes, punched away by Timms. Ball still loose near the top. Warriors trying to win it on the second touch. Loose in the midfield. Tiedemann stands it up towards the top of the 18. Bradshaw onto it, gets it outside for Ramirez. Ramirez decides to step inside, slides it there looking for Bradshaw. And Kobe's back onto it now, and he's bumped again. And the Warriors keep creeping closer on these free kicks. And Bradshaw's going to be given the opportunity again. And if I'm the Warriors, I'm asking for the step off here to make sure the 10-yard box is where it needs to be. So Bradshaw in the 62nd minute will strike it. Right foot to it. Low he tried to go this time. Can't beat the wall, and the ball coming here to the near sideline. Cardenas first to it. Tried to get it up the middle, or up the outside for Ramirez, and out of play it goes. So Bradshaw put a few of them on target. Tried to go low there to try to beat the wall, but ended up hitting the middle of that Buffalo wall. Throw in for Mountain View. Warriors trying to keep this ball in the attacking half. Throw in, going to be taken down by Bradshaw momentarily. Turns here, creates some space. Kobe pushes it to the inside, cleared away by Mountain View. Tiedemann chips it forward. Now Scheibel's going to have to hustle back here as they'll battle Walker, and good defending there by Scheibel to deny that ball moving further forward as Brendan Walker was forward. Now Hadley has the throw in, tries to go inside here, and Crippen was in front of it. Arose, two Warriors end up colliding here, and now the Mountain View loses out here. Sergio Cardenas throws it up the field looking for Bradshaw, finds Kobe now. Kobe got a player there, drops it for Cardenas. Sergio lifts it high into the air. Hadley the first touch to it. Bradshaw going to put the pressure on here on Phillips. Now Mountain View trying to go to the sideline, end up bouncing off a defender. Nice hustle by Caden Scheibel. Wins that ball back, and now Gunnar Mascaro. He hasn't had many chances to run. Going to try to set one up now. Davis with that second touch. It's a foot race down there and running out of turf in the end. And now Mountain View kept that in play. Mascaro wins it back, and Mountain View gives away the throw into the Warriors along the far sideline there. Here comes the throw in from Mascaro, high into the air. Harmon intercepts, sends it to the outside. Ball bouncing, and Mascaro and others battling for it out there. I think it was Mascaro and Brennan Clark trying to deal with that one. And now Mascaro, another throw in for the Warriors. Top of the box, touch for Bradshaw. Works it to his left, leaves it now for Cooper Cannon. Warriors win it back with Cannon. Trying to keep possession here. Going to roll out for Ramirez. Ramirez can pick out a pass for Scheibel. Scheibel, touch to the inside. Now a little back heel touch. Tries to keep it. Now turn to the inside. Good strength by Scheibel in the end after giving it away. Crippen, the freshman, a little too much hanging onto the ball here for the Warriors. Got to get some of this ball movement going. Mascaro on it now. Leaves it off for Crippen. Good pass there. Chipped ahead looking for Cannon. Lashed away by the Mountain View defense. 15:51 to go here in regulation. Throw in for the Warriors, intercepted by Harmon, stood into the air, going to bounce awkwardly. Mascaro tries to win it and does, and Mountain View player ended up down over there, but back up off the turf, helped up there by Gunnar Mascaro. Ball thrown in, Mascaro can't intercept that throw in, and then Mendenhall works hard to win it. But back onto it was Webb, then the Warriors chip it ahead, and now a chance for Cooper Cannon to chase after it and work into the outside, though, as the Mountain View defense just have to filter it out to that far sideline. So the Warriors trying to keep this pressure forward against Mountain View. Mascaro wipes off the hands, trying to send this into the box here, looking for the head of Bradshaw. Bounces to the top of the 18, only half cleared. Scheibel got a small piece of it, but now Cardenas can pick out Ramirez on the outside. And then Hadley going to do the defending here. It's going to be a Mountain View throw-in. And throwing it in here quickly, Scheibel trying to keep the pressure on Walker. And Walker stands this up, and out of play it goes for a Warrior throw-in. No changes set to come in here as we're inside the final quarter of an hour as they'll look for Bradshaw. Ball thrown in deep. Mountain View gets it clear to the near side, but another throw-in for the Warriors. Cardenas picks out Bradshaw. Good chest down for Kobe. Looking for a pass to unlock it. Scheibel pushes it onto the right foot. Trying to get that shot off, but a heavy touch the second time around as Arose is onto it for Mountain View. Chance at a quick counterattack here as Walker's with it. Warriors got to be smart here as Cardenas will work back here. Then win that ball. Nice job by Sergio to win that. Then slides it ahead looking for the run of Ramirez, but intercepted by Hadley and out for a Warrior throw-in. Change coming in now for the Warriors. Cade Garcia going to check back into the game. And we'll see if he's going to come in for Ramirez or Davis. He'll come in for Ramirez. So Lucas to the sidelines, Cade Garcia back into the contest here. See if they can unlock a little more speed here along the near touchline. 13:25 to go. Cardenas, long throw in here, almost skips past Hadley. Ball in the middle. Davis and others collide, and now a late whistle here is ending up on the deck was Schnackenberg. Mountain View chance to bring players forward here. Andrew Harmon with the right foot to it towards the top of the 18. Ball's loose. Arose into the back of the net. It goes 1-0 Mountain View. 12:55 to go on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here from the Energy Sports Complex in Gillette, Wyoming. Back after this on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. It's easier to handle life's twists and turns with the help of an experienced professional. Lisa Beamer has been serving the community as a farmer's agent for years. She is here to help you by discussing a range of insurance choices and available coverage options. Call 307-347-9822 or stop by 900 Bighorn Avenue in Worland to learn more.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And we're back here to live game action as Mountain View. A goal here in the second half in the 68th minute. Warriors trying to respond quickly. Can't hang the heads. Don't have enough time for it as Tiedemann tries to get it further forward. Crippen with it now. Slides to the outside for Garcia. High into the air it goes, looking for Cannon. Ball bouncing back towards the 18-yard box. Mountain View has to just send it away here along the near touchline. Warriors, again, still 12 minutes. 12 minutes left to go in this game. Plenty of time for the Warriors to get this equalizer as Warren comes onto the field as Zach Davis exits to the far sideline. All set to throw in from Cardenas. Hadley turns it away as the Warriors will walk it forward here along the near touchline. Cardenas is going to give the throwing duties here to Gunnar Mascaro. So Gunnar set to launch this one towards the box, gets it there. Into the box it goes, and the Warriors going to win a corner here on a clearance from Mountain View, because you got to guess that Mountain View is going to start to try to park the bus here. Warriors need to strike while the iron's hot here on this corner kick as Scheibel's set to bring it in from the near side. Hits it with the right foot towards that first defender. Couldn't beat him that time around, and a header out by Walker reset the chance for the Warriors. Scheibel, right foot to it, and lifted that up into the air, and it'll spin out of play. Again, that's that wind. Warriors got to kind of try to drive one low across kind of that penalty spot. Mendenhall sprinting to keep this forward for the Warriors, and Mascaro going to try to use the pace up that far sideline, and does. Turns inside the defender. He'll win the ball again. Plays it off of Mountain View and out for another Warrior corner kick. So another chance for Scheibel to deliver some good service here for the Warriors. Warriors going to stack up now across the top of the 18-yard box. See if they can deliver it to the penalty spot. Scheibel, right foot to it. Ball's deflected away by Mascaro, who rose up but came off his shoulder and out of play for the Warriors. Just more than 10 minutes ago, 70th minute. 10:05 and ticking away here. Warriors in a 1-0 hole in the 3A State Championship Tournament quarterfinals here, looking for an answer late. All high into the air now. Touchdown by Mountain View. Dropped further back for a Rose. And now up the sideline, Mendenhall using the pace, trying to get back. Ball left behind momentarily by Mountain View, and Mendenhall beat on the dribble that time around by Preston Phillips. Phillips back onto it again. Tiedemann has to get rid of it and finally does along the far sideline. It's down for Mascaro. He'll look for Donovan Warren. Warren trying to keep it in play. A Rose there. Mountain View takes it away here with Harmon. Harmon will turn to the inside, look for an option back. Mountain View lifts it high into the air, and Crippen just sends the ball forward. Now Mountain View, a slip there from the defender. Ball slid ahead. Here's Cooper Cannon. He'll try to touch it to the inside. Mountain View has to play it out for another Warrior corner kick. So the Warriors continue to ask the questions, but looking for that final finish. Again, Scheibel will continue to take these corner kicks. This one from the far side flag. Change coming in for the Warriors. Elias Mitchell going to come back in for Mendenhall. So Mitchell back into the game. And now Scheibel will take the corner kick. Takes it, stands it up high into the air, and Timms underneath it there as the wind pushed it back to the Mountain View keeper. He'll hit it with the right foot, going to bounce near midfield. Warriors read it well with Tiedemann. Sends it to the outside, Garcia. Cade, good touch there. Now tries to get it for Mascaro, leans out a foot. Scheibel tried to get it further forward, and now Mountain View trying to sprint out of there with it. And Scheibel takes a sliding challenge, and that's going to bring a yellow card for Scheibel, as that'll be a 72nd minute yellow card for Scheibel. So the yellow card going to be recorded here in a free kick for Mountain View. 8 minutes, 8 seconds to go here in this one. Warriors down by 1. Still plenty of time left to get that equalizer, but Mountain View with the free kick here. All high to the outside, trying to keep it in play out there is Phillips. Drops it back for Harmon. Bad touch there, and now a chance to run to the midfield for the Warriors, but stood up into the air by Sawyer. Now Crippen gets a touch. Ball going to bounce ahead now for Cannon. Cannon can continue the run here. And now the official going to call offside here. He was well out of position on that far side, but yet somehow had the eyesight to lift the flag on that one along the far sideline. The touch came well before Cannon was off on the run there. Harmon trying to send one low across the ground, skip past Crippen momentarily. Now the ball won by Mendenhall. Garcia trying to run for it, but intercepted by Hadley, and now Walker's onto it. Slides it further along, and Mendenhall, good job there to win that second ball. And Schnackenberg went to the deck, but now the Warriors trying to deal with this danger. Cardenas trying to protect this one out of play, and then all of a sudden at the very end surrenders a corner kick. So Warriors now going to have to defend a set piece, and the Buffaloes on their last set piece opened up the scoring in this game to make it 1-0. A goal coming in the 68th minute. Here comes the corner kick from this near side corner flag. Strike to it towards the side netting and into the side netting. So Walker does a favor for the Warriors as Heiner will send this away. 6:21 to go here as the Warriors looking to keep their state title hopes alive as Heiner clears it out of the box. Scheibel centers it up here on a little scissor kick, but Mountain View going backwards, and that's going to be a foul on Crippen. Warrior faithful not happy about it, but Crippen's a little two-hand into the back, going to get whistled every time, especially late on when you're trying to chase a game. Well, free kick taken. Heiner comes out to slide to take that away from the feet of Brennan Clark. Now Heiner, a long clearance here. Going to bounce in front of Sawyer. Sawyer looking for the clearance. Warriors going to take it back with Bradshaw, and that's going to be a free kick for the Warriors. Nice job for Bradshaw. Scheibel wants to take this one. See if he can bounce it in front of the keeper. Right-footed shot towards that far corner, and it hits the crossbar, but it was on the goal post. Bradshaw was calling for something out there. Thought that one hit the crossbar there, nearly measured perfectly. As Mitchell stands in front of that goal kick, it's going to come for Cooper Cannon. Cannon, see if he can pick out a pass. Does for Garcia. First time strike, sailing wide of the near post here. 5 minutes to go now for the Warriors to get this equalizing goal to force the extra period here. And again, regular season goes straight to shootouts. In the championship tournament into extra time. Pair of extra time halves. Warriors looking for that here as Bradshaw wins the ball. Get for Garcia. He'll touch to the inside. Has it taken off his feet by Hadley. Slides it along for Walker. Walker just a long ball up the near sideline. Anywhere will do for Mountain View. Cardenas on the turn and decides to slot it away out of play. Time for smart soccer running short here for the Warriors. 4:23 to go. Ball thrown to the midfield. Garcia nearly intercepted it. And all of a sudden the head official lets the players for Mountain View make the call there for a handball. It was incidental contact there, giving away a dangerous free kick here just about 35 yards from goal with 4 minutes to go. And Harmon takes a strike towards the penalty box. Scheibel wins the header here. Warriors got a release out of the pressure. Over the top it goes. Should be offsides there on Webb, and it is. Warriors got to go quick. 3:45 to go. Warriors looking for a moment of magic here late on to keep their championship hopes alive. Ball played out by Heiner. Intercepted by the Buffaloes. Bouncing now at midfield. Crippen almost won it back, and now it's loose. Crippen shoulders over his man, and now the Buffaloes lift it high into the air. Garcia and Walker are going to battle for it. Walker able to protect it for Mountain View here momentarily, and it's going to run out of play here for a Warrior throw-in. Cardenas throws it quickly, gets it in for Bradshaw. Kobe, loose touch there, but got it back for Cardenas. Ball going to bounce in front of Sawyer. Over his head here, Cooper Cannon steps inside the box, turns it to the inside. Tim's in behind the play with the save there, as Sawyer did just enough defending to force Cannon a little wider than he wanted, but Crippen reads this goal kick well, can pick out a pass, a little back heel spin, going to look for Mascaro. A little bit too much on this one, I think, for Gunner to track down. It was a lung-busting run. He did track it down, though, in that corner, and the Warriors fighting for it. And now a little 50-50 coming together. Warren's got it back for the Warriors, and he'll look to turn to the inside. Got past one man. Now the Warriors trying to win it back. Mountain View is able to half clear it. Ball's loose into the midfield. Bouncing past Buffaloes and Warriors. 2:20 to go here. Nice job by Mendenhall to stand in front, but Walker's back. Cardenas got to get there and challenge for it, and does. Nice challenge won there by Cardenas. Garcia for Scheibel now. Got to pick out a good pass. Chips it to the far side now. Going to be too much in behind that one for the Warriors. And down to the final 2 minutes for Worland here as a goal kick will come in for Mountain View. Officials got to be aware of the time-wasting potential here, and Mountain View sets to take it a little quicker, but 15 seconds gone, minute 45 to go, ball to the outside. Mountain View trying to keep it in play and do, and now it's a ball back. Crippen works back on the sprint here, and Tiedemann has to lift it to the outside, trying to pick out Mitchell. Mitchell keeps it, now foul on Mountain View. Minute 25 to go, Warriors anywhere will do, and got to keep the ball still there for Tiedemann, so the ball's got to come back, and Mountain View is not going to be favorable in getting the ball back quickly. So now down to a minute 12 to go. Warriors into their final chances as Tiedemann sends the ball sliding up the middle, bouncing off of Warriors as well as Buffaloes. Inside Scheibel, trying to find it. Here's Cannon, trying to skip past one defender. Sawyer able to get it to the outside and clear it away for Mountain View. Warriors got a throw in here. Inside the final minute now. Mascaro throws it into the box here. Harmon wins the header. Mascaro a chance at a centering ball, but he slips down on the turf and managed to keep it in play out there and works around a defender. And now a foul and a card going to come in against Gunner Mascaro. Oh, double yellow. So Mascaro and, not sure if it's Walker out there, but 36 seconds to go. Warriors down to their final moments here. Free kick will come from Mountain View, and the Warriors got to pour everything forward. Harmon will clear it out here for Mountain View, try to get it up the field. In the 80th minute now, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Mountain View 1, Worland 0. All up that sideline, kept in play momentarily. Mitchell had to stand in front, 30 seconds to go now as Mountain View will let the clock tick here, and now looking to take the throw in and do. Scheibel wins the header. Ball ahead now for the Warriors. Here's a ball ahead. Through the middle it goes. The Mountain View scrambling to get rid of it. 15 seconds to go. Bradshaw trying to get back. Anywhere will do for Walker as the ball boys got to get the ball going quickly. 8 seconds to go as this one's going to come up the field. And onto the field it goes. 2 seconds, 1 second, and the Warriors see their championship hopes come to a close. An upset loss to the Mountain View Buffaloes. 1-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. The offensive side has been the stickler for the Warriors, and it bites them here in the quarterfinals. They'll drop down to the consolation semifinal tomorrow. We'll tell you the schedule for Friday coming up next on the postgame show presented by 7-Up.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
And welcome inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Final score, Mountain View Buffaloes 1, Worland Warriors 0. So both the Warriors and the Lady Warriors drop down into the consolation bracket. Lady Warriors at 9 o'clock will play Mountain View, and it appears the Warriors will face off against the Rollins Outlaws. Back-to-back games, sadly for us from a broadcasting perspective, on two different fields. So if you're coming to watch the girls, it's on field 1. Then I'll follow up with the boys over on field number 2 here at the Energy Capital Sports Complex in Gillette. So we'll have a pseudo doubleheader with a close down of broadcast in between games, and we'll try to hustle over and make it to the start of the boys game before that one gets going. But our first broadcast will get going at 8:45 a.m. as the Warriors face off against the Mountain View Lady Buffaloes to keep their season alive and qualify for a 3A state consolation championship here in 2026. Awaiting the arrival of head coach Ron Overcast as we'll talk with the head coach of the Warriors, and we'll do that on the other side. Final score, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Mountain View 1, Worland 0. Post-game show presented by 7-Up continues next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541. The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. Welcome back inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up. Worland Warriors fall to the Mountain View Buffaloes 1-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We're now joined by Worland Warrior head coach Ron Overcast. Coach, we've talked about a lot this season, that offensive end. It's kind of been the bugaboo for this Warriors. Same story today, plenty of shots on goals, plenty of opportunities, but it ends up being that ball that falls for Mountain View in this 1-0 loss.
Yep. And going into this game, I knew it was going to be close like this. You can tell on film it was really two equally matched teams, and it's kind of funny, a lot of these first round, especially the 3A games, they've been kind of blowouts, but I knew this one was going to be totally different, and unfortunately they scored one more goal than we did. So
well, and Coach, I know it's kind of part of it for a lot of teams. Obviously, only a few teams out there ever going to finish their seasons, their careers on the victorious side. How do you reset this Warrior team as you got a quick turnaround now from a 4 p.m. game to an 11 a.m. kickoff tomorrow?
Yeah, that's going to be tough. I just actually brought it up out there. That was the only thing I said to him, was we now have a game at 11 o'clock, and we got to get back to the hotel, and we got to get our minds right, and we got to flush this one. And I always tell them I've never had a team go home on Friday, and so now we got Rollins probably tomorrow, and they'll send us home if we don't play well. So it's going to be another tough game tomorrow.
Well, the sun always rises. Worland Warrior head coach Ron Overcast with us. Coach, any final thoughts on this one before I let you get back to the team and ready for tomorrow's matchup against the Outlaws?
The guy, I'm proud of this team. I mean, we worked so hard this year, and just to get to this, and so it's a little painful.
Yeah. No, I understand.
But no, like I said, I'm really proud of the team. I mean, we've grown so much, and maybe we kind of hit our ceiling here. I don't know, but we'll work on something tomorrow and see if we can't find some shots. And I mean, we had some shots, and they just don't go in. So, we kind of just got to get our midfield going, and we'll see what happens against the Rollins tomorrow.
Well, Coach,
all right,
let's make it to Saturday. Coach, appreciate you as always sharing your thoughts.
Yeah, thank you.
Head coach Ron Overcast here on the post-game show presented by 7-Up. We're going to sign it off here from the Energy Capital Sports Complex in Gillette. Final score one more time on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Worland Warriors fall to Mountain View Buffaloes 1-0. Broadcast schedule tomorrow. Lady Warriors at 9, Warriors at 11, 8:45 in the morning. We'll have the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show, so make sure you tune into it as 3A State Championship Tournament Soccer continues in the consolation bracket tomorrow on Friday here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. And until next time, and there's going to be a next time,